Oh, what's going on, people? Bear with me a moment. Bear with me a second. Oh man, let me get this shared out to a couple places. I'm a little early 'cause I just want to make sure everything's working. Um, Bear with me a moment. Let me. Excuse me. Oh boy. All right, so I'm just wrapping up work for the day. I had a bunch of errands I had to run this morning, and then came home and worked on commissions. Um, so figure I would chat with you guys about some upcoming shows, things like that. But I hope you guys are having a great evening. Hang on a second. All right. Okay, sorry about that. Um, so this week I'm wrapping up commissions. Um, we Andrea and I may have a huge announcement for you guys. Technically, it's a done deal, supposedly. Uh, we're just kind of waiting till the ink is on the paperwork and the keys are in our hands. Um, but um, but we'll have an announcement for you guys hopefully tomorrow. Hey, sweetie. So like I said, this month is going to be interesting. There's a reason I only planned one show for this month, which the last weekend of this month I have to go to New Jersey. I'm super excited about that. I am headed to. Oh, hang on a second. I'm headed to. Um, let's see, West Orange, New Jersey for Garden State Comic Fest. Dave O'Hare is bringing me out to that show as a guest invite, and I'm super grateful for that. Excited for it too, because I've never done that show. What's up, Christopher? Heck yeah, man! I'm excited. I'm super excited. I've done New York, a couple times, New York Comic Con, but this will be my first time, actually doing a show in New Jersey. So that would be pretty cool. I always love doing new shows. And like I said, all the folks over at um, all the folks over at uh, Garden State Comic Fest, for bringing me in. That's super cool of them. But I normally do a minimum of 2 shows a month, some shows 3 months. Some months 3 shows, some months 4 shows. I usually have 1 or 2 months every year that's got 4 shows in 1 month, but I try to stay around that 2 to 3 mark, usually 2. But we only planned for me to be out of town 1 show in June because we are well, I guess I can give you the rundown on it. We're trying to buy a house, and we kind of been uphill battle with buying this home that's built in 1890. It's supposed to be a done deal. We'll have the official announcement hopefully by next Friday. Like I said, according to the bank, everything is done. We're just doing the lawyer parts of it. So if everything goes well and gets signed, it's supposed to be signed. Hopefully by they're going to try to have everything done by the 12th. Supposed to have been done by the 31st of May, but like I said, we had to go through a bunch of hoops on this one because it's a unique buy, being a historic home. There's a few more hurdles you have to go through to do that. But according to the bank, all of that is locked in. But again, you know me, I don't call it done or a done deal until the ink is on the paper and the keys are in our hands. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we really haven't done an announcement, even though we've gotten this far. You guys knew a while back we were trying to get this home, and at first we couldn't come to an agreement on the price. And I finally got them talked down some more on the price to where it makes more sense. But like I said, the official close date, because we had to ask for an extension, is the 19th of June. But he said he's going to do his best to have it done by the 12th. Because like I said, this month, because we were supposed to be closed on the 31st, I was allowing for a couple weeks to get everything moved. So now that we had to have an extension because of these hurdles, we may not close till somewhere between the 12th to the 19th, which leaves me a very tight window to try to move 2 homes full of stuff in like 2 days. Because that's technically what it's going to break down to. Because everyone that could possibly help us, they work regular jobs and stuff like that, including Andrea. So they work during the week. So a lot of it's probably going to be me moving everything by myself, and that's okay. I've done that before in the past. It's not a big deal. I've loaded heavy furniture and everything else by myself. But what my point, the reason I'm saying that is, I just got back from FanXpo Denver yesterday. So I'm going to be, Monday night. Oh, that was yesterday. I got back from FanXpo Denver yesterday. So I immediately got up this morning, got some stuff shipped out to you guys, worked on commissions today, and I'll be working on commissions the rest of the week. This coming Friday, I've already made arrangements to at least get a U-Haul and start prepping moving stuff, even though I don't normally like to do that because, again, the ink's not dry on the paper yet. But he claims that everything is done deal on their end as far as the bank is concerned. He said the only thing that could possibly hold us up right now is when the lawyer does the titles and stuff and everything, is if somebody tried to lay claim to it outside the people who own it. And he said, but that's a worst case scenario. It's a super rare situation, but he always likes to make people aware of that. What's up, Heather? What's up, everybody? Everybody say hi. There's like 5 of you in here. Say hi, people. If we get that approval, it's going to be a tight window. So we shall see. So I'm going to work on commissions. Like I said, I've got a U-Haul lined up for Friday. I'm going to go rent it. But all I'm doing with the U-Haul is going to my storage unit, getting all the boxes that all these damn statues go in, and start packing up statues and start packing up other stuff in the home, in my apartment I don't need. And, and then sitting it somewhere here in the apartment. What's up, Kevin? What's up, John? I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for coming in and hanging out. We're going to be talking about some important stuff tonight, guys, so hang out. Some announcement on some things and stuff like that, talking about upcoming shows, upcoming giveaways. Haven't forgotten about you guys on the giveaways. I do got a fun one planned for you. Got a really badass raffle planned for you guys. You are not going to want to miss. It is going to be an original piece of art raffle, but it's not art by me. I'm going through my entire collection. Like I said, we just raffled off the Batman statue, and the final spots are paid on the Batman Sideshow Premium Format statue. As soon as I'm done with this live tonight, I'll go live and we'll pick the winner for that Batman statue. But I'm getting rid of statues that I have multiples of certain characters, because now I'm just more about collecting a variety and not 20 Batman statues. And right now, I mean, I literally have like 8 or 9 Batman statues. I'm a big Batman guy, but I want to, these things take up so much space that I want to kind of thin some of it out on the characters. I have multiples. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I have 4 Harley Quinn statues, 5 counting the life-size bust. So, I'm trying to thin some of it down. But anyway, on the original art, because I used to collect OA, I don't really collect it that much anymore. So I've got some original art that I have purchased from well-known pros, and we're going to raffle some of those off. Give you guys a chance to win some stuff that you may not ever get a chance to get without having to spend a lot of money or wait, years to be on somebody's commission list to get a spot. So be ready for that too. So fingers crossed they can get us closed out because if they can get us closed out by next Friday, I'll have a weekend and a week to get everything moved. Well, I'll have a weekend to get it moved, Saturday and Sunday, to move two apartments technically, and a storage unit. I have to move all that in 2 days whenever we get signed. And then I'll have a week to kind of unpack as much of it as I can in the new home. But if we don't close till the 19th, which puts it on the third Friday of this month, I'm in deep shit, because if it closes on the 19th, I will literally have Saturday, Sunday to move 2 full-blown 2-bedroom apartments and a storage unit in those 2 days, because I leave on the 23rd, I believe, to Garden State Comic Fest in New Jersey. So fingers crossed for next Friday and not the Friday after. And once we have the final word, like I said, as far as the bank's concerned, they said it's a done deal. We're done. We just got to, he's typing up all the final numbers and stuff like that. It's only about an hour. Yeah, I think it's about an hour and a half from where I live right now to Port Gibson, Mississippi. We're buying we're buying a Victorian antebellum style home that was built in 1890. Like I said, we haven't done a proper announcement, or because I've got pictures of the home, and the home was actually on TV. It was on a YouTube show. That's how we actually found out about the home. There's a husband and wife. They restore classic homes, but they also travel the country showcasing those classic homes. So our home is actually on that TV show or that YouTube show, however you want to word it. Almost 6,000 square feet, is 6 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, 2-car garage shop out back, on about a 1/4 acre size, give or take. Beautiful home. We're so damn excited about it. Like I said, we've had to jump through hoops on this one. Because for those that have never done it, buying a home that's on the historic registry, it is a whole different ball game. It's a whole different ball game in the banking process. It's a whole different ball game in the insurance process, because a lot of insurance companies won't insure homes that old, even though it's been remodeled, in the last, like 8 or 9 years. And we'll do, like I said, once we have the ink on the paperwork and the keys are in our hand, we'll do a proper announcement, and we'll share all the pictures of the home and the video from the YouTube channel, things like that, so you guys can see the home. But yeah, so this month's going to be interesting. I'm going to work on commissions until I have that final word, and we've signed papers and they've handed us keys. Because like I said, I'm just one of those paranoid people that, I don't want to get myself too hyped up. I don't want to get too excited and brag too much, well, I don't mean brag, but you know what I mean, getting excited about something and talking about it too much, in case it gets yanked out from under us. Yes, it is extremely, for those that have never done it, buying and selling homes is exhausting. It is stressful as hell. But yeah, so like I said, I'm going to work on commissions until we get that official announcement. Hey, come in, sign the papers, here are the keys. The minute that happens, all commission work, all cover work, everything has to stop for at least a few days while I get everything moved. Now I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but for somebody that works, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, in a lot of cases, missing 2 or 3 days of work to do something is going to drive me crazy, but it'll be okay. But I just wanted you guys kind of be in on the loop on that, so you weren't stressed out waiting on anything, so you understood. And I'll make an announcement, like once we sign those papers and they hand us keys, like I said, I'll do a proper announcement for Andrea and I, and we'll share the photos and video, but we'll also let everybody know, hey, for the next few days, I won't be working on art. So if I don't answer your PMs right away, or if I don't answer your emails right away, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because we just got a crap load of stuff on our hands. But yes, so the other things we got going on is the print order for the Cycle Style Omnibus Collector's Edition. That is going to print here soon. The Incredible Lori has all the pages redone and formatted for the omnibus size, so it will be going to print here soon. Like I said, I'm kind of delaying everything a little bit, so because I don't know exactly where I need these books shipped to. I don't know whether I need to go ahead and ship them here. Obviously, if he comes to me and he says, oh, hey, at the end of the week, the books are done, I'll have him send them here to my apartment. But, if he takes a little bit longer, which it could, or if we get earlier news from the bank that we're done, that we can start moving in, then I don't want them shipped here. I want them shipped to the new house. So everything's going to get kind of delayed for the moment. CGC order I have in there that's almost ready to go to CGC for you guys, that's on hold for a minute. Anything that has to do with printing and restock orders is on hold for a minute, like I said, to find out where I'm going to ship this stuff to, because I damn sure don't want to have to drive an hour and a half back because something showed up on the damn apartment. So everything's kind of in limbo for the next couple weeks until we find out exactly the date. I think Andrew was going to reach out to him today, our banker, our finance guy, to see if he had any updates about when he's going to have the final numbers. He already gave us the prelim numbers. Anytime you're doing this, they give you this prelim thing where they kind of do the numbers a little higher than what they normally would be, just to make sure they fit all the criteria that they need for the loan. Then they go back in. Once they see that's approved and that works, then they go in and do all the final numbers, put in the exact numbers, and everything kind of goes down a little. Your monthly payment drops a little, your down payment drops a little, all of that stuff kind of, mellows out a little. So he's supposed to have those final numbers, the ones we actually sign, this week, I believe. Because like I said, he's going to try his dance. But anyway, so like I said, I just want to give you guys that information, keep you in the loop so you didn't think I was ignoring you. But like I said, we'll do a proper announcement because I don't want anybody freaking out on me. Let's see what else we got going on. The restock orders for Rise of the Mummy was ordered, and which is going to have some of the missing books that we got shorted on the print run when that came in. That always happens. That's just normal. Max and them's doing a great job. They're going to make that right. So they should be printed any day now. And then as soon as I get those in for a few of those, for the few of you that were shorted books, I'll get those in the books to you. I'll get those books in the mail to you, and I'll pay for the shipping on those since that was on our end as far as how, shortages. That's just normal. It happens on everything you print. You're printing so many books, it's real easy to accidentally miscount stuff, and then they just have to make it right after the fact. So giveaways. As you guys know, I did that post in April. Yeah, I think it was April, the entire month of April. If you commented on that post and you shared out an item that you've bought from me this year, whether it was off the website or directly through me or at my table at shows, or you backed one of the Kickstarters this year, your name goes into that raffle. I have not forgotten about you guys. That raffle will be here shortly. I have figured out what I'm going to give away for that prize. So I will be taking all your names from that post in April. And I will be getting you guys into that raffle. So again, I haven't forgotten about you. Like I said, we've been super busy with Rise of the Mummy, and we've been super busy with pre-show stuff for Denver and so on. Then we've been super busy with this house stuff. But like I said, I haven't forgotten about you guys. And I am doing another giveaway here soon. This one's going to be a little different. I am going to, for those that may not know, here is the link. My website, www.artofwilliamrussell.com, has a subscription list. And don't worry, I don't spam you. You'll be lucky to get 3 emails in 6 months from me. The next giveaway I'm doing, though, because I have to start generating traffic to the website. I paid money for that website. I paid money to have that website created. There's like 8,000 of you that follow me on social media platforms, but only like 300, a little over 300 are subscribed to the website. I have got to start prioritizing that website. I've got to start posting information there, sale events, show appearances, commission list openings, everything. Because right now I'm doing too much. I'm posting on Facebook, on multiple groups and pages, Instagram, TikTok, etc., etc. So I need to start centralizing it to one place. So I'm going to do a giveaway. We're going to start it today for June. It's going to run the entire month of June. And like I said, we'll do the giveaway for the April one here soon. But I'm going to do another giveaway for the June month. Every single person that is 2 giveaways. There's going to be 2 for the website. The first giveaway, all you need to be is a subscriber to the website. That's it. At the end of June, I'll go back and I'll look at every single person that's registered on the website, that's subscribed to the website, and I'll do a giveaway that'll be around probably an $80 to $100 prize. We'll do a raffle, and then one of you guys will win that giveaway just for being a subscriber. Okay. The other one, in the month of June, this is June the 2nd. In the month of June, if you purchase something from the website, I'm going to do another giveaway. Every single person that buys something off the website for the month of June, your name will be entered into a giveaway for another badass prize. Do me a solid, though. Anything you see on that website that there's only 1 or 2 or 3 items of, like on the exclusives or the original published art or something, before you hit that buy button, please send me a screenshot of it so I can make sure I still have it in stock, because I just came from FanXpo Denver. The website is pretty updated, but I do need to go in there and remove some things that sold while I was in FanXpo Denver. Okay. So please make sure you send me a screenshot of it. But there's you 2 chances to win something badass. And both prizes will be around the $100 plus range. So it doesn't matter whether you buy a $20 print or a $20 exclusive or whatever the case, your name will be entered into that giveaway. Now, the more items you purchase, the more entry spots you get. And so, like I said, so the free giveaway just for being a subscriber will be around the $100 mark giveaway. We're going to do a $200 giveaway on the purchase window. So like I said, there's you 2 chances to win something. Subscribe to the website, you get a chance to win. Buy something off the website, and every single item you purchase, and every single item will go earn you an entry or a spot into the bigger giveaway. So, if you buy 10 things, your name goes on the raffle 10 times. And it doesn't matter to me whether you did it at the same time or on multiple buys. All of it counts. Like I said, at the end of the month, I'll go back and look, and every single person that bought something will get an entry into the raffle. And for every single item you buy, get you an extra spot. So there you go, guys. 2 types of giveaways for you. And one of them, all you got to be is a subscriber. That's it. Let's see. What else do we got coming? Crap. I had several things on my mind when I was sitting in there getting ready to come in here. Sentinel Veil of the Damned. I promise you, I'm going to set my ass down here soon, and I am going to get the script finished for this. Like, guys, you got to remember, guys, I'm not a writer. I don't have a lot of experience writing things. I can write my ideas. I can write my, all the information, but telling the story in script form, that's new to me. My first time trying it was Cursed Moonlight, and then I wrote Rise of the Mummy, which were one-shot books, so a little easier. This is a 3-part miniseries, so this one's a little tougher for me to write. And then plus, I haven't had a lot of time to sit down and work on it because we've had so much other stuff going on. But I promise you this one's coming. For those that may be unfamiliar what it is, this is my supernatural style book. It's more of a heavy read. It's going to be dealing with veterans. With PTSD and depression and suicide. So it's going to be a heavy read, but it's going to be a badass read. We're already lining up guest artists that are going to be doing covers for it. I'm trying to work with a lot of people who are actually military veteran artists. So I promise you it's coming. What's up, Ryan? Just like I said, this takes me a little bit longer because I'm new to the whole writing thing. So I'm learning as I go. And, I write some of it, then I walk away for a little while, and then I come back and read it again so I can try to see it with fresh eyes, because I don't want to put out nothing crappy for you guys. It took me like 4 months to write Cursed Moonlight, the script for it. Like, I can write the story pretty well, but trying to convert the story into a script that fits in a 24-page comic book, what you can add, what you can't add, what you have to cut, and what you need to put in, it's very difficult. So, I give tons of kudos to writers that do this on a day-to-day basis. It's rough. And like I said, I know a lot of it's lack of experience, and I'll get better as I go. But these are just stories I really want to tell, and I don't necessarily want to have to go through someone else to write them like we had to do with Psycho Sal. Even though they're my ideas and my story and my concept, I still had to, hire a writer to script it out in comic book form. But that is coming. Let's see what else. You have to forgive me. I'm exhausted, man. I keep feeling like I'm trying to take a headache. So my brain's kind of all over the place right now. So I'm sorry if I'm a bit rattled. Um, but like I said, just exhausted. I mean, I've had I've had 5 days off this year, so my brain is a little, blah blah. So I apologize. I am, like I said, I am working on commissions this week. I am knocking out. I've got an 11 by 17 commission I've got to finish. I've got I've got two sketch covers I need to finish from the previous commission list that for the first half of the year. I haven't forgotten you guys about the commission list for the second half of the year. I promise you I'll open that soon. Normally June the 1st is when I open it. I guess I technically could go ahead and open it because I'm down to only like 3 or 4 things I need to finish before I can start on the second half of the year commission list. Normally I kind of just don't open it until I'm done, but I'm so close. I'll probably just go ahead and open it because I know a lot of you guys are waiting on that commission list to open. I already got the PMs, want to know if I posted it yet. And don't forget, for any of you returning customers that have bought from me in the past, if you bought from me this year or last year, when you order a commission now, you get a $50 return customer discount. There's not a single artist here that does that. What's up, Paul? So that was something I implemented in 2026 in January when I opened that commission list because I wanted a way to give back to you guys that are always here jumping on the commission list, that are always supporting the art. So I gave you a $50 return customer discount. Doesn't matter if it's a headshot, a half body, or a full body on sketch covers, whether it's a headshot or a half body, full body on 11 by 17. Doesn't matter what it is. You guys automatically get a $50 return customer discount, and that is permanent forever. You also, if you don't forget, if you haven't forgotten, the other thing I implemented, my giveaways. We will be doing another live giveaway here in another month or so, where I just hang out with you guys like I'm doing right now. We talk movies, we talk comics, and I'm going to give away signed exclusives, or I'm going to give away some, signed exclusives and original art, or, something like that. Like we did this a few months ago, I think around February or something like that. We went live for a few hours and I gave away like $500 worth of signed exclusives. We went live at one point and gave away $1,000 worth of original art just for people hanging out. Now, obviously, that has changed for 2026. And we talked about this on that video I did January the 1st or 2nd, whenever I went live to talk about the new rules from this point forward. Now, please keep in mind, the only people that are eligible for giveaways are people that are shopping or that you share a ton of my stuff. That's the only rule. I can't do the free giveaways anymore, hundreds of dollars worth of giveaways for people that only show up for the free shit, because that's where we were going. I've been doing giveaways 2 to 3 times a year for 8 years, and everywhere from a few $100 worth of stuff to, $600, $700, $800 worth of stuff in just a few hours on one show. I've been doing that for 8 years. And I have to stop it for 2026 because too many people were never sharing stuff, were never buying a damn thing. And the only time they showed up to live videos was when they saw that giveaway message on the damn video. And then they show up and win shit. And then you guys who are always buying stuff, always backing Kickstarters, always sharing, miss out. So I put my foot down. Yep, that ruffled some damn feathers and pissed off a few people. And, they're on my block list now because I'm sorry. I have to take care of those who take care of me. Bottom damn line. Like I said, it doesn't matter whether you spend $10 with me or $30 or $1,000. It doesn't matter. You're eligible for the giveaways. If you share constantly, because not everybody's got money to spend. I get that. So the other way you can earn the opportunity to win free stuff is just share the hell out of my content. When you see me talking about when I share out a show I'm going to be at, share the hell out of it. When you see me announce a Kickstarter that I'm working on, share the hell out of it. Sharing's free as hell, and it earns you opportunities to win hundreds of dollars worth of damn shit with me. So, but like I said, no more of the free ride. We I made that announcement around the 1st of January this year, and that is damn sure staying in effect. Now, mind you, if the only thing you've bought from me was 5 years ago, you're not eligible for giveaway unless you've been sharing the hell out of my content. And, and before I sign off on any giveaways now, I go and look at your page. If I don't recognize you and you're in one of the giveaways and you were to win, I'm going to go look at your page when the show's over. If I look at your page and the last 3 to 6 months, you haven't shared a damn thing of mine, you forfeit your giveaway. I don't give a shit who that pisses off. Okay. It'll go to the next person at that moment in the video that had the next highest number that you did. Like I said, I'm not playing that game no more because most of those people don't give a shit about me. They're showing up for the stuff to get it for free so they can slap it on Whatnot, eBay, or whatever the hell else. So, I'm here to take care of the people who take care of me. So 2 ways to get free stuff: share the hell out of my content and buy stuff. Can't get any more simple. So we'll treat it the same way. If you're buying stuff, you need to be buying stuff within the last 3 to 6 months. You know what I'm saying? It can't be 2 years ago. It can't be 3 years ago. I'm sorry. Now, obviously, like I said, if I look at your page or last time you bought something, or you and I had a conversation in Messenger was 3 years ago, the last time you bought something, I sent you a picture of your tracking number, then I'm going to look at your page at that point. If I look at your page, then in the last 3 months, you hadn't shared a damn thing, you forfeit your win. Sorry. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Michael? Drive was good. The weather was good and everything on the way back. It was exhausting. 13 hours yesterday, so that was rough. I got home last night around 8:30, 9 o'clock. Yeah, 13-hour drive yesterday. I left the con, drove 5 hours to Kansas, stayed the night Sunday night, and then yesterday I did the last 13 hours, and I've been going since 5:30 this morning. So also, this coming Thursday night, do not miss out on this. I am doing a huge mega sale right here on StreamYard, sharing it to my Facebook page for original published cover art and rare exclusives that I've done cover work for. One second. So yeah, don't miss that sale event this Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, because I'm almost to that point where I need to. Like I said, I don't do eBay, I don't do Whatnot. So, usually if you're not buying exclusives off my table at shows, you don't really get a chance to get them unless you go to the website. Same thing with original published art. That's the only 2 places you can get it. I just don't want to deal with eBay, and I really don't want to deal with Whatnot. What's up, Brian? Yes, that is right, Brian. So here's the other benefit for you guys. Like I said, I need you guys to go subscribe to the website, because the month of June, at the end of the month, I'm going to take the name of every single subscriber on my website, put your names into a raffle, and you're going to win a $100 giveaway, minimum $100 giveaway. Then at the end of June, every single person that's bought something off my website or the live show Thursday night, I'll take your names at the end of the month, and your names will go into a raffle for a $200 minimum prize. And you get an entry for every single item you buy. So Thursday night, since it's in June, Every item you buy off that sale, you get an entry spot into that raffle. If you go to the website and you buy stuff off the website, every entry goes into that raffle. Like I said, though, on the website, because I just got back from FanXpo, I haven't had a chance to update the website. If there's anything one of on there or something with small print runs, there's only a few left. Take a screenshot of it and send it to me so I can confirm that I still have that product in stock. But my website, for those that don't know, has Afterpay. It has Klarna. It has Shop Paying For, PayPal Paying For. It has all these payment plan options for you to pay. So what we're going to do Thursday night, because I have commission spots on the website, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 items on there that are commission spots. So it's not an actual inventory thing. So let's say you spend $600 on Thursday night show. You can go to my website, purchase the Hire Me for a Cover gig, which is a $600 item on my website, and you can use Afterpay and Klarna to check out. Shop Pay and PayPal Paying For, etc., whatever you have. So yes, so if you spend $200 on the live sale, you can go to the website, purchase one of those $200 commission spots, and pay for your purchases that way. And I'll go over all that on the live show on Thursday also. But I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this live sale. You are hands down about to see the most affordable published printed cover art, published original pencil and ink cover art you will ever see in this industry. Because you got to remember, we only get a 6-foot table in pro row at shows. And I already have a full rack of exclusives that's on that table that are, 32 inches. I have another damn full rack of exclusives, which I've just cut that down to one rack. So I've got some rare exclusives that I only have one of or two of or three of. I want them out of my damn way. I'm not putting up a whole nother rack for 5 books that, because I have 6 more covers that are dropping here soon that I'm going to have artist comps for my copies that I need room on my table for. So I'm going to be clearing out a lot of inventory. Because like I said, I don't do Whatnot and I don't do eBay or eBay Live. If you're not buying it from my table at shows or buying it off my website, you're not getting it. You know what I mean? So I need to clear out some space because I got a ton more stuff. And it's not because the stuff doesn't sell. It's just I negotiate my stuff very well. When I do a cover for somebody, I don't get 1 or 2 covers. If it's an indie book, I get 15 copies of my cover. If it's a retailer exclusive for Image Comics, Dynamite, or whatever, that's a 500 print run, I get 50 copies of that cover. Now I do my own exclusives also with Image Comics, my artist exclusives through me. That's 500 books that I need to make space for. Now, obviously, I'm not putting 500 books on my table at shows, but you get my point. But also because of that limited space, and the only place I sell the original published art is website or at my table at shows, I have 2 11x17 binders full of original published cover art. Some prelim art that's never been seen, things like that. What's up, Kyle? Things like that. So I need to cut that down to 1 portfolio because that's all I have space for on my table. Technically, I have enough space for 1 book rack and 1 portfolio to where I'm not over cluttered. So I'm going to be doing a big sale on that stuff. And Kyle can vouch for this. Artists don't do big sales on original published cover art. That's rare as hell. So we're going to be doing that, getting rid of some of these exclusives that I only have 1 or 2 or 3 of. Scottsdale, Arizona. Safe travels, man. Be careful. So show up for that. But like I said, don't forget about the giveaway for the month of June. Don't miss out on the damn giveaway because you're not subscribed to the website. Because I don't spam emails. You're lucky to get 3 or 4 emails through the year from me on my website. And I'm not exaggerating about that. Like I'm terrible with sending out emails on that website. But I've got to start focusing on the website more though. I need to centralize where all my information is because also, like I said, it helps you guys. you know, when you guys come to me and say, oh, hey, I want a $300 commission, and, you know, and then I give you my PayPal, you're paying full price right then for that commission. Whereas if you go order the commission through my website, you can use Afterpay, you can use Klarna, you can use Shop Pay in 4. And for those that are unfamiliar what that is, that's a checkout option that allows you to pay that $300 or that $400 or whatever you're spending. I think you got to spend over 125 or 150, something like that is like the minimum. But they take whatever you spend and they split it into 4 payments and 2 weeks in between each. So they split it into 4 payments. They take the first payment that day. 2 weeks later, they take the next payment. 2 weeks later, they take the third payment. And then 2 weeks later, they take the fourth and final payment. It is easy as hell and handy as hell. That's how I have all the statues I have is I shop with, Pastime Comics and Gabe's Comics and Collectibles, and I use Afterpay, and Afterpay is great. So if you don't have Afterpay, if you don't have Klarna, make sure you download the app and put all your information in it. But also PayPal Pay in 4 is on there, and so is Shop Pay, I believe. So use it. I mean, when you can spend $400 and have it split $100 payment every 2 weeks, that's handy as hell. So use it. Let's see what else. So let's talk about, okay, so there's the announcement about the giveaways. There's the announcement about when stuff is going to print for Psycho Sal Omnibus. Oh my God, the Omnibus is huge. 216 pages. Collector's edition, Psycho Sal, my creator-owned IP, issues 1 through 9 in a collector's edition Omnibus. 216 damn pages. This thing's going to be thicker than a porno star. God damn. Hey, what's up, Danny? Yeah, dude, it's one hell of a ride. It is absolutely hands down the best horror comic on the market today, and that is guaranteed. And there's 10,000 printed. Oh, that's right. For those that don't know, Psycho Sal number. I checked the numbers while I was in at FanXpo Denver in the hotel. Psycho Sal #1 cover A has passed 10,000 printed and sold. And the only place you can buy that book is on my table at Comic-Cons or off the website. That is it. So, yeah, the hottest selling horror comic on the market. And because when you compare the platforms, we've outsold the other certain horror comic that, hired an influencer to blow his pipe and pump him up for people to sell shit, which is why it's died off. Psycho Sal 2, 3, and 4 are not far behind the 10,000 mark. I think issue number 2 is around 9,200, give or take. Issue number 3 is a little bit behind that. Issue number 4 is a little bit behind that. The lowest book in it, the Psycho Sal #9, the last book in the series that just came out a couple months ago, has already passed 1,000 printed and sold. So eat that, mainstream. Pure indie, self-published, self-created, no influencer pumping it up on YouTube, no fucking comic shops pumping it up. The only place you could buy it is at my table at shows. I do 2 shows a month between February and November with the occasional 3 or 4. But for easy math, let's call it 2 shows a month for 10 months. That is 20 shows. 20 shows. And Psycho Sal has passed 10,000 printed and sold for #1 cover A in 3 years. Psycho Sal's only been out 3 years. So, and that's because of you guys. That is absolutely you guys. Like I said, we didn't hire an influencer. We didn't pay comic shops to carry our shit. We didn't do none of that scapegoat easy route shit. And we just did that. That's because of y'all. That is because of you guys. So I appreciate that. Thank you guys. The hottest selling horror comic on the fucking market. And I don't give a shit what anybody's got to say about that. Doing that many books and the only place you can get them from is straight through me. Yeah. So, let's see. Sentinels. I'm going to get back to working on Sentinel Veil of the Dam here soon. We're trying to get stuff ready for the wedding. As you guys may not know, or you may know, Andrea and I get married Halloween night. We're doing a 1800s masquerade ball. We've got the venue. We've got, we've got pretty much everything locked down. I think we still have to try to chase down a photographer. That one makes me nervous because there's so many damn people out there now that want to pretend they're professional photographers. What's up, Jim? What's up, everybody? But yeah, don't miss that sale tomorrow night. I'm not joking when I say I'm clearing out a full binder of original published art. The majority of it's published. There's a few rare prelims that's in there where we were doing a cover for like Do You Poo, or we were doing a cover for Image Comics with Farrell, and we laid out the design, but then they changed it and wanted to go a different way. So I actually have some of the rare ass prelims that most artists don't sell. Not sure why, because there's definitely a fan base for it. A lot of people love prelim designs. I'm not sure why that's that way. A lot of people stick that shit in a cabinet and they never look back. I don't know, or throw it in the garbage. Yep, 10K, brother. 10K in 3 damn years. And again, the only place you could buy it was through me at my table at shows or through my website. Now, if you count the variants for issue number 1, and I'm not even talking about the guest artist variants for issue number 1, just my covers that I did variants, Comic-Con exclusives, comic shop exclusives. We're probably knocking on 12K if we count those. Because Psycho Sal's had 7 Comic-Con exclusives. It has had 5 comic shop exclusives for number 1. Excuse me. So if you count those, we're probably knocking on 12K or a little over 12K, but I don't really count those. I just kind of concentrate on cover A. So yeah. And that's all fans. That is all fans. Loving the story, sharing the story, inviting other people to buy the story. I had people at FanXpo Denver dragging their friends and family to the table who's read Psycho Sal so they could buy the entire series at the table. We sold a ton of Psycho Sal at FanXpo Denver. And that happens at every show. Like I said, this is all fans. This isn't me. This isn't my team as far as the selling of the books. This isn't some influencer talking us up on some fucking, comic YouTube channel and shit, hyping us up, or anything like that. This is all pure fan word of mouth love. So that's you guys. So thank you. Another damn reason why I do giveaways the way I do. People ask me all the time, why do you do so many damn giveaways? Or don't you think you're doing too much? The favorite quote of most other pro artists, I think you're doing too much. Well, you know what? There's your too much. I don't know why artists want to tell other artists what the hell they should or shouldn't be doing with their business. Like, I don't ever do that. I'll talk generalize here, but when I'm talking here, I'm talking about respect. I'm talking about treating fans right, treating other artists right. And that's, but I'm not going and telling somebody what they should be doing with their business. Now, I've done videos where I've talked about what I thought would work best for you as a new artist to generate business or to stay motivated and things. Sure. But I'm not going to walk up to some other artists and tell them how the way they're doing shit, especially when it comes to shit like that. I don't get it. I've had artists bitch at me about signing shit for free so many damn times. It's ridiculous. And I'll be honest with you, artists, mind your own damn business. If an artist wants to give away shit on their table, that's their prerogative. If they want to sign stuff for free, that's their choice. You stay the hell out of it. You do you let them do them, and this industry will be a hell of a lot better. Don't run around running your damn mouth. Just stay the hell out of everybody else's damn way. Anyway, let's not get on rants and shit. I don't want to get on a rant. So we just did FanXpo Denver. Huge thank you to Kevin Boyd and them for having me as a pro invite on that show. I love Kevin. He's a great guy. He loves artists. He's definitely about putting artists first. Great turnout, in my opinion. Tons of foot traffic. Saw a lot of existing fans that I see every year there. This was my 5th year doing FanXpo Denver. My 4th year as a pro invite in Pro Row. Met some new fans that have been fans for a while, but that was the first time I got to meet them. I got to meet Jim along with some others. I always love meeting the existing fans finally in person. Man, I tell you, I swear I'm trying to take a damn migraine. It's been doing it all day. So forgive me. What was I saying? Made some new fans. Got to do some fun commissions. But the one thing I want to talk about, and this goes out to any of you artists, if you're a pro invite, now, so the way pro invite works, you have Artist Alley. You have to pay for your table in Artist Alley, right? If you're a pro invite and you're in Pro Row, and not all cons have pro rows. Now, because I've been a guest invite for certain shows where I'm just in their Artist Alley. So we're talking about medium to large that has an actual pro row. Or you know what? We'll blanket this to any show. Whether if you're a guest invite and you get your table given to you. Now, so that's usually the minimum. They'll give you a table to come out to the show. You still have to pay for your travel. You still have to pay for your hotels, your food, etc. Right? Occasionally, you'll get a pro invite where they give you your table and they pay for your travel, flight, whatever, and a hotel. I've been a guest invite many times over the last few years where they paid for my hotel, they paid for or gave me my table, and I'm super grateful for that. I'm super grateful even when it's just a table. Here's the thing. I don't give a shit whether you're an up and coming pro or you're a 30-year, 40-year veteran and anything in between. If you are privileged enough to have a promoter give you a table at their show, even if that's the bare minimum they just gave you a table, you need to stay your ass at that table the majority of that day. You need to be there when the doors open every single day. You need to stay your ass till the doors close, or at least within 15, 20 minutes of the doors closing. In my opinion, and a lot of other pro artists' opinions, there are too many of you, don't you know who I am bullshitters that abuse that. I sat next to a pro this weekend. Luckily, one side of me was a great guy, this inker named Tony, who's an incredible guy, super nice guy. He was there on time every day. He stayed at the table all day. He engaged in fans, and he did great. The other guy, another well-known pro, bigger name than me. Show opens at 9:30. He shows up at 11:30. Show ends at 7. He's out the door at 5:30. Then during the day, he walks away wherever the hell he's going, and he's gone for 2 hours, almost 3 hours on one of the days. Then he comes back. Then he bitched the whole show to every time one of his other little artist buddies walked up and asked, "How's your show going?" Or a fan walked up and said, "How's the show going?" "Oh, it's terrible. I'm terrible. I don't think I'll be back. I'm not making no money." And I wanted to say something, and I'm proud of myself for keeping my mouth shut. I wanted to say, well, if your bitch ass was at your table, you would make some money. My table was slammed all weekend, all 4 days. And it's always funny because they always want to look over at you with this little side eye shit as you're engaging fans. People are ordering commissions. People are buying original art. People are buying exclusives. People are buying prints. And they always have this little side eye glance over at you. I just look at him and smile, because like I said, I think that is insanely disrespectful. Disrespectful to the promoter, because I guarantee you, he probably got his hotel paid for, if not his travel, because he's a bigger name than me. And I got a table given to me, and I'm super proud to have that. I guarantee you he got the table and at least hotel, if not travel. And I shit you not, on Friday was a 9.5-hour day show. I'm not joking with you when I say he was there 4 hours of that day. That's it, out of 9.5 hours. Then he bitched every time someone walked up and asked how the show's going. He called it a terrible show and he ain't making no money. Yeah, because you're not here, But we see that in pro row a lot. I see it a lot. And y'all need to quit that shit. That is disrespectful to the promoter and is disrespectful to the fans. I don't know how many times fans walk by that guy's table wanting to get shit signed or talk to him, and they have to ask me or the other artists on the other side of him, do you know when he'll be back? We have no clue. He vanished 2 hours ago and he still hasn't come back. Or they'll come by at 10 in the morning after show's open at 9:30 wanting shit signed. Oh, do you know when he's going to get here? Probably the same time as yesterday, 11:30, because they're rock stars. It's bullshit. Well, I mean, to be fair, I've said it to one guy. I was at FanXpo Dallas one year, and I sat next to this guy that's been in the business like 20 years and well-known and everything, done stuff for like Marvel, DC. And while my table slammed all weekend, he's over there making snide-ass comments and shit for 3 of the 4 days and bitching every single day about how he's not making money. Now, he's not making money because he ain't talking to nobody. He's sitting behind the table playing on his phone. I watched people walk up to his table, look over there at him, and he's probably bitching to somebody about being broke and how the show sucks. And they're looking, they're waiting, they're looking. Because we were trained since toddlers that when someone's on a phone, you don't interrupt them. So sadly, a lot of fans won't interrupt people when they see them on a phone. They wait for you to see them. And I've watched people walk up to his table, do that, wait a few minutes, and then leave because he never looked up. You're a dumbass. This shit's not rocket science. I mean, if I can go to a show and make money and I've got a lesser name than you, I've done less, I've done less well-known work than you. Now, given I've probably done more work than you, because 8.5 years and we're at 190 published covers almost. I mean, this is June and I've already got about 15 covers done this year alone. But a lot of these guys have done bigger name books than me, Marvel, DC, etc. So don't do that. Damn sure don't say it to fans. That's another one too. This pity party that some of you want to do to fans, you need to stop. Whether you're making a pity party post on social media or you're doing it in public at cons to fans, you really need to stop. That screams desperation. That is weak, is what that is. So stop doing it. Even if it's true, even if the show sucks and you're not making money, tell it to other artists if you want to. Tell it to your friends and family if you want to. Do not tell it to fans and try to guilt trip them. Same thing goes for social media. If you're not selling artwork, that's your problem. That's your fault. If you're not getting more followers and fans, that's a you problem, not the fans. Either you're too expensive for your quality of work or nobody knows who the hell you are and you're still too expensive. And in some of the cases, maybe you're too expensive, but you treat fans like shit. there's multiple things that can cause those scenarios, but regardless, at the end of the day, the fan did not pay to come into that show and listen to you cry behind your table about being broke. Take your broke tears home and tell it to your girlfriend or your dog or some shit like that. Yeah, Clayton Crane's trash. Sadly, so artists, two things. Most artists, and this isn't everybody, most pros have allowed themselves to be conned by other artists or their own ego that they're the end all be all for this shit. And they're not. I don't give a fuck who the artist is. Excuse my language. I don't give a shit who they are. They're not the end all be all. They could vanish tomorrow. You guys heard me say this many times. They could vanish tomorrow and the machine rolls right on like they never existed. We are not the bloodline. We are not the needed item for this industry. Fans are. So they've conned themselves and tried to con fans, and it's worked for years. That's why they talk to fans the way they do, dismissive and rude. That's why they're shitty with how they handle fans and commission orders and things like that. The reason they miss deadlines and shit like that, because they think they're the high item. They're not. And that's one of the reasons they don't like me, because I'll tell you guys, stop doing it. Stop giving them your fandom and your hard-earned ass money, because they are not the end-all be-all of this industry. And that's why a lot of them don't like me, because I call out the bullshit. But I don't care, because I don't need them to be successful. That's another thing, too. A lot of artists out here, especially up-and-comers, they think if they kiss enough of the right ass, it'll get them somewhere. And I'm not saying it won't. If you can play the politics, it'll definitely get you farther in a lot of cases, but it's going to get you shit on along the way too. So I guess it doesn't matter which way you cross the finish line. Do you want to cross the finish line with your own damn integrity and pride intact, or do you want to cross the finish line covered in everyone else's shit because they walked all over you and now you owe them? So, but like I said, people are who they are. When they show you they're disrespectful, when they show you they don't give a shit about you outside of that moment at that table when they're taking your money, don't give them your fandom no more. It's an easy fix. And you guys control all the power. That's why they don't like people like me. They don't want people pulling the curtain back. They don't want, the majority, a lot of them do not want fans knowing what they should and shouldn't tolerate, because like I said, they've got a lot of y'all conned into thinking that if you don't kiss their ass, if you don't put them on a pedestal, they don't have to deal with you, or I mean that they won't deal with you, and then you're going to lose out on something. Artists are a dime a dozen. And I'm saying that as a pro artist. They're a dime a dozen. There's thousands of us. So don't what's up, Brandon? Don't let them con you into thinking they're better than you. Because they're not. They're not better than any damn body. None of us are. Like I said, we talked about this the other day, give your fandom to the people that respect you, that appreciate it, and that love you for it. The rest of them, wash your fucking hands of them till they vanish. Excuse my language. Thank you, Jim. Well, that's what we're supposed to be. It doesn't matter if I'm having a bad day. It doesn't matter if I'm having drama at home. It doesn't matter whether it's a slow show money-wise. It doesn't matter. My job is to be there for the fans, put on a great experience for the fans, and show them the respect and love they deserve for being a fan. A lot of you damn artists need to really wake up and remember that shit. And that's what's wrong with this damn community. That's why artists are shitting on one another. That's why they're backstabbing one another. That's why they're petty as hell, like this is freaking high school. Because it's all selfish ass bullshit greed. Like I said, now this is a business. I'm there to make money. I understand that. But you don't have to do everything with greed at the forefront. I mean, come the fuck on. You got artists trying to charge $40 for selfies. You got artists doing $300 signatures and a list of 10 other signatures with rainbow bullshit, so they can upcharge you, and they've conned you into thinking one signature is worth more than the other. They're not. It's that artist's signature. There is no difference in value. That's why when you see them get flipped and resold, that little $100 rainbows bullshit signature dipshit has doesn't change the price or value of the book. It's a con. Paying for selfies is a con. Paying $80, $50, $60 for a W so he can call it a bat on his book as a remark is a con bullshit lie. Stop doing it. You guys work hard for your damn money. Get something for it in return. Stop letting these holier than thou pro artists con you into thinking that they're better than you. That like you don't need us. I don't know why a lot of y'all can't grasp that or won't. And some of you've woken up. Some of you are catching on to that bullshit and you're putting your foot down. So kudos to you. But there's a whole damn lot of you that have let artists con you again into thinking you need us. And that's a ball-face ass lie. And I dare any damn pro to step up and try to say otherwise, because I'll burn your shit down. Because that's a damn lie. The fans do not need us. We need them. Flat out, period, across the board. From the $10 fan to the $1,000 fan. It doesn't matter. We need them. So, but like I said, that's y'all. You guys control that. Just stop giving your damn money to people that don't give a crap about you. There's a ton of artists out there that are talented, that do great work, that treat the fans with love and respect. Go give your money to them. Because the person that'll steal someone's fucking wife will shit on you. And contrary to what some people want to say, well, that's not who he is as an artist. That's just who he is as a person. That's the dumbest damn rationalization I've ever heard in my life. No, that is him. If he'll screw over his business partner making thousands of dollars a month with their bullshit and run off with his damn wife, he'll screw you out of your damn commission or whatever. Stop doing it. People are who they are. If they're shitty, they're shitty. They're not going to change. That's who they are. If they're thieves, they're going to stay thieves. If they're bullies, they're going to stay bullies. Because we're not allowed to rack their jaw. We'll go to jail for that shit. So they get away with the bullying. But anyway, that's enough about all of that. All right, so we talked about the giveaways. For the month of June. Like I said, I hadn't forgot about the April giveaway. I promise. I figured out what I was going to do. I just got to get the names from the post and do the giveaway. I will do that here soon. I promise. Well, I feel like my sinus pressure. I probably need to take some damn medicine. Let's see. We talked about upcoming stuff. We talked about the Comic-Con at the end of the month. We talked about we're trying to buy the home and that everything might take a pause here in the next week or two while I get everything moved. Any questions? Is there anything you guys need or want to know anything about? Yeah, I did the same thing, Ryan. When I found out, I unfriended them when I found about the fake ass cover. When they tried to screw fans over thousands of dollars over a fake ass stapled on cover, and they lied to everybody telling them it was a damn Marvel exclusive, and you even had Marvel chiming in saying that's not our exclusive. They had already robbed thousands of dollars from fans over that bullshit. I unfriended him with Black Flag, and I unfriended Clayton Crane at that time. And, because once a thief, always a thief. That shit never changes. I'm sorry. People just don't change, really. They don't. If they're that dirty, they'll always be that dirty. Money matters more to them. And I'm not saying money's not important. As someone who makes 100K a year, money is very useful. But you know, a thief is always going to be a thief. So, and I don't know how many times I've seen some of you guys buy a commission from people that we know is dirty as hell, and you experienced their dirtiness, and then finally have to go back and fight them to get what was owed to you, and then you take a small break, and then you go back and you buy something from them again and watch that shit kick you in the balls all over. Oh, awesome, Mitch. Good. Awesome, man. I'm glad. But yeah, like I said, this Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central, I am doing a mega sale on rare exclusives. And when I say, when I say rare, I'm talking about low print run exclusives. I'm talking about ones I only have 1, 2, 3, or 4 left of, and I'll never have more of. I'll be doing a sale on original published cover art. I got to cut an entire binder out because I just want to have one binder to take to shows. And I've got 6 more covers that you guys haven't even seen yet that I got to make room for in my binder. So I need to get rid of a whole damn binder of cover art. So I'm going to be doing a big sale on that. I'll do the Batman premium format sideshow statue raffle here in just a little bit. Yeah, that's damn sure true, Jim. That's 100% true. And when they finally slip up and they show you their damn true colors, y'all got to stay away from them. Like I said, you getting screwed over because you didn't know, that happens. There's nothing you can do about that. But when people tell you, and they tell you with receipts, and it's outed with receipts that somebody's dirty, they're not going to change. Even getting caught, they're not going to change because there's no repercussions. There's no repercussions in Facebook land. Yeah, there are still some of you guys that are still buying Clayton Crane garbage, that you're still shopping with Black Flag after they got outed for screwing fans. So there's no repercussions. Yeah, we joked about that. Like, I had somebody make up a whole damn list and they were all free, but it was just the stupidity of it. But like I said, I love you guys, but that's a y'all fault. When you run over to his table and you're paying more than, like, I'm okay with somebody having variety signatures. I have 2 signatures. I've got a regular, and then I've got a blood signature for Psycho Sal, what we call a murder sig. And we were doing it before dipshit. So we got the murder signature for Psycho Sal. That's all blood and everything. It's $20. My regular signatures are free. The only time you pay for my signature is when it has to do with a retailer exclusive. And that's because that's just outside my control. Because a lot of people that are buying those exclusives are reselling them, and they're charging, they're adding on the fee to the signature, even if I was doing it free. So, so I'm fine with that. $10 for a regular signature, sure. I sign mine for free, but $10 is fair. $20 for a specialty, sure. $100, you're out your damn mind. You're absolutely out your damn mind. But like I said, he wouldn't be doing it if you guys weren't paying it. So stop paying it, because it does not change the value of your book. A Clayton Crane fucking cover with a $10 or $20 signature has the same damn value as the same damn book with a $100 signature on it, because they ain't nobody paying you that $100. I appreciate it, Andrew. Yeah, there's a lot of great artists. Y'all got to start spending your money with the people that care about you, because there are a lot of both pros and amateurs and up and comers. There's a lot of talented artists out there that really do care about you guys. I feel like sinus pressure is like right in my damn eyes, man. I'm gonna have to take something. I feel like it's just all of a sudden just like pressure. Oh, I do not need a migraine right now. When I get them, they're bad, man. It's lock yourself in a dark room till it goes away bad. I only get them a couple times a year, but I'm hoping this is just pressure change from coming in from out of town because I drove, I came straight from Denver and Kansas home yesterday. Oh, all right. So anybody got any questions about anything? Questions about the sale on Saturday? Questions about the giveaways? Anything like that? Y'all hit me up. If you got questions, ask. I'm only going to be live just a little bit longer. But like I said, I'm going to do that raffle for the Batman statue tonight, though. Somebody's winning a $900 statue. I cannot wait. Let's see. Will it let me? Let's see. I got it. Oh, I don't think I have enough. See it hiding over there? Sorry, I can't get much more cord length out of my camera cord. So somebody's winning a $900 statue tonight. Sideshow premium format, 1/4 scale, 20. I think it's like 22 or 24 inches tall. It weighs 30 pounds. Has 2 head change outs and 2 hand change outs. Yeah, no shit, dude. That's a drive, man. Yeah, I'm feeling like I said, I'm hoping it's just the congestion from the pressure change. But yeah, I've got to go to storage unit Friday. Ooh, see, I just got dizzy. Wow. Holy crap. Ooh, everything's like, ooh, holy shit. Wow. Ooh, I am real dizzy. Dang. Okay. All right. It's kind of settling now. That was weird. Yeah, I'm hoping it's just the pressure change. I damn sure can't afford to be sick. I got too much shit going on over the next couple weeks to be sick. Hell, I don't know. I have no clue what it is. Let's see. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to tell you guys. Yeah, like I said, I rented a U-Haul for Friday. Yeah, I hope like hell it's not like I don't feel bad or anything like that. Now my throat's a little shot, but that's normal after a con. But I don't feel bad. I just have like some serious pressure right behind my eyes and in my sinuses. So I'm hoping that's just the pressure change. Coming back here. So I'm gonna go in here and take some type of sinus medicine in a moment because I damn sure I do not have time to be sick. I got to try to get a bunch of work done and move two homes as soon as they tell us the house is done, the paperwork signed. But shit, I don't remember now what I was saying. Crap. Oh, so I rented a U-Haul Friday, like I mentioned earlier. I got to go to my storage unit. So I got to go to my storage unit, empty out half of it, because half my 10 by 10 storage unit is all boxes like this. So those boxes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 boxes here in my office in my closet that have statues in them that I have nowhere to put them. Then I've got to go to the storage unit on Friday morning, and I've got to pick up probably about another 20 or 30 boxes to box up all of this. Sorry for the focus, guys. It's trying to focus on everything behind me. So I got to go to the storage unit and get all those boxes out in the U-Haul and then bring those here and go to Shelby's, my daughter's, get some more boxes out of the attic that I stored in her attic, along with some bins. And then I got to start breaking down all these damn statues and packing them up. Oh, that shit's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's not like super labor intensive or anything. It's just going to be a lot to do. You know what I mean? Um, send you a couple of those boxes. Yeah, I'm excited to see who wins this damn Batman raffle. And I do have another badass raffle I'm going to put up for you guys here in just a little while. You do not want to miss this raffle. It is for an original piece of art. It is out of my personal collection, but it's not my artwork. It's another pro comic artist that's done stuff for DC and Marvel and so on and so on that I'm kind of, like I said, if it's not this stuff, I don't really collect anymore. I don't collect comics. I don't collect original art anymore. And I've got a good bit of art because I've bought a lot over the years from other pro artists. But I've got a really cool one I'm going to put up for you guys. And you're going to want to make sure you do not miss that raffle. These spots will go stupid fast because I'm going to put it up for a fair price. I'm going to put it up for what I got it for. I'm not upcharging it, even though it's a couple years old and their commission prices are technically higher now. I'm going to just put it up for what I paid for it with just a little markup, for shipping and etc. But yeah, this will be my first time ever, I believe, raffling off a piece of artwork that wasn't mine. And like I said, this is out of my personal collection. So I'm about to shed some of that. I mean, I've got original art from Don Mateague. I got original art from Joffrey. I've got original art from Eric Basada. I've got original art from Joe Rubenstein. I've got original art from Jason Metcalf. I've got original art from Jamie Tyndall, I believe. I think it was Jamie Tyndall. Maybe. I can't remember if it was Jamie Tyndall. One of those guys. So I've got a good bit of original art that I'm going to be raffling off because, like I said, when we get moved into the new house, I'm not really going to mess with original art on the walls because we're only going to have one room in that house that deals with modern stuff, statues and stuff like that. The rest of that home, we're decorating it back to the 1800s. That home was built in 1890. And we're putting it back to that Victorian Gothic style decorations when it comes to all the other rooms. Like we've been stockpiling vintage furniture, things like that. Couches and chairs, all from like the 1800s. Armoires and beds and all these things. We kind of been stockpiling those over the last 6 months in the storage unit and stuff like that. So. But so I'm gonna have limited space in that one room for statues, even though it's a big room, because I've got swords. I'm a sword collector too, so I've got pretty much every damn movie, TV show related sword in that damn closet that you guys have never seen. Those all hang on the walls in that room also. Chitty chitty bang bang. Yeah, so. Yeah, I'll have that raffle up. So I'm just trying to figure out which artist I'm going to do. Because I've got a Batman by Don Mateague. I've got a Wolverine by Joe Rubenstein. I've got a Bad Who Laughs by Jamie. I think it was Jamie Tyndall. I've got a Bad Who Laughs by Jason Metcalf, and I have a Bad Who Laughs by Eric Basada, Ebas. So lots of cool stuff. So we're going to raffle that off too, because I don't want to put the shit on eBay. I'd rather go to you guys that are legit fans than some random ass person that's going to do nothing but flip the shit to match current prices. You know what I mean? I've got a really cool slab I'm going to do for you guys at some point too. I just got to figure out the value on it, because it is in really good condition. And it's a super rare book. Not rare, but like rare in the sense it's hard to find one in good condition because people were kind of rough with it. Plus, it's a black book, so they are always hard to keep. But this one's very important book. It's the 9/11 World Trade Center story, Amazing Spider-Man 477. It is a yellow labeled for some reason, 9.0. I'm not sure why it's yellow label. It's the only yellow label that's not signed. I don't know why it's yellow label, but there, that one will go up for you guys at some point as a raffle. I just got to figure out what the value is on it, because like I said, it's a 9.0 and it's in immaculate condition. So we'll raffle that at some point. I wish I knew why they yellow labeled it, because it doesn't say anything about a signature on it. So I don't know. I don't know how that happened. Probably one of those things where they were slabbing a book, because I sent the book in and it came back a 9.0, but almost every other book that was in that damn package were yellow label signed by me books. So it's probably one of those things where they were just going through there and just, slab, and then, they slap yellow label on a book that's not signed. The other one I might raffle for you guys at some point too, but I'm not 100% sure on this one, because I might keep this one. Because one thing I would like to do is all the characters I have, because I don't collect comics anymore, but I kind of like the idea of, hanging a slabbed book that's relevant to that character. And so I've got, this rare, this book is like crazy rare. This is the Toy Biz Spider-Man 2099 #1. I think usually these are around like $300, $400 books. I thought about raffling it. I got it in a trade for somebody that was getting a commission. And like I said, I don't really collect anymore. But then I got to thinking, because I actually do have a Spider-Man 2099 1/4 scale statue over there on the shelf. So I thought I was thinking about that. That might be kind of cool to hang it. But it depends on, how much space I have once I hang the swords and stuff. We'll see. But anyway, let me get off here, guys. I'm gonna cancel, stop this video. Then I'm gonna go live on my phone, and we're gonna pick a winner for this Batman premium format 1/4 scale sideshow statue. Super low print run on this statue. I don't know the exact number because the box is in my storage unit, which I'll pick up Friday. But I know that it's a low print run, and I think it's a really good number on the print run. Most of my statues, I've been real lucky that I've gotten low numbers on the counts for the print runs. And most of these statues I have, they're less than 10 of a print run. I've got some that are #2 and #3 and that kind of scenario. A lot of them are less than 100. So like that one's number 190. I mean, sorry, that one's number 90 out of 415. This one down here is number 27 out of 1500. So I've been pretty lucky on my statues with getting really low numbers. Oh yeah, that's another thing too. Thanks for the heads up on that reminder, Jim. If anybody has any hardback novels that are they don't necessarily even have to be old. They just hardback, leather bound type novels. If you don't want them, send them to me. I'll even trade you for a bundle of them. They usually sell on the secondary market for around $1 to $3 a piece. As far as just in general, if you got a box of them, 10, 15, 20 of them, let me know. I'll take them off your hands because, I have these vintage bookshelves and stuff for the new home, and which I own a bunch of books, but I need some more because we've got to fill up some more bookcases. So yeah, if you run across any hardbacks, whether they're small hardbacks or big hardbacks, no matter what they are, send me screenshots of what you got, and I'll definitely take them off your hands. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for this hour and a half. I really do appreciate it. Remember, sale this Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. Huge sale. Do not miss it. I'm going to go live right here on StreamYard so I can share the stuff. We're going to be going through original published cover art and exclusives. So be here and be ready for that. I will, do it to where you can go through the website and pay for your bundle of stuff. Like I said, you'll have to do it in increments, $200, $300, $400, $500, $600, that kind of thing, because that's the only type of commission stuff I have on the website. You're not ordering a commission. You're just using the commission tier to check out. So you can use Afterpay, Klarna, Shop Pay, PayPal, Pay in 4 to pay for your stuff. But yeah, so be here for that Thursday night, 7 p.m. Central. I will get the second half of the year commission list open here soon with special pricing. Of course, with return customer discounts for any of you guys who have bought commissions and stuff in the past. Yeah, I think that's it for the updates and stuff. But anyway, let me get off here, and then I'm going to go live. We're going to pick a winner for this damn statue. Someone's about to win a $900 damn statue. So good luck on that, guys. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. I love you guys. Be good. Talk to you later. Have a great night. Remember, give your love and fandom to people that appreciate it and show you that respect in return. Remember, you have the power. So talk to you later, guys. Have a good night.